star of the show, hardworking Mr. Dynamite.
Hollywood Sports.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Hollywood Sports. Back with some NBA basketball, guys. NBA basketball is still going on this channel of Hollywood Sports. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel, guys. Thank you for clicking on the video. Let's play some NBA basketball. I'm running with my Boston Celtics, man, and we're going up against these Nets, man. Kevin Durant and the Nets. Kyrie Irving and the Nets. Let's go.
D'Angelo Russell was their first All-Star in half a decade, and in 2019 they made the playoffs. You've got to give credit to this front office.
He's averaging 11.9 points a game, guys, because I got the league simulating compared to the minutes that I'm playing, okay?
Thank you, DA.
All right.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out.
Look at that. We're in first, baby. 14-3. Let's do it in the Eastern Conference. Number one seed in the Eastern Conference, baby. Yeah, Brooklyn's way down there, 6-12. We're going to try to come in their house and make some noise.
They've been a revelation here in the early going. Some people, including myself, had doubts about their plan coming into the season, but no question, it's working.
You know what,
Greg, all right, like man. Kemba's averaging 19.
Sometimes that's contagious.
Kyrie's averaging 14. Okay.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Tatum and Cantor together.
Let's see what we can do up in here. There's my man Brad Stevens, baby. Let's go.
Small forward. And for the Nets, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Jared Allen is out there with
Can we do it? Can we do it?
At the one.
Well, the big expectations for the Celtics going into last season never translated to the success many thought they would
come
have.
on! What happened on that? That was a defensive breakdown. Come on, guys, wake up.
The NBA Finals. They were unequivocally, I think, the most disappointing team in the league. They just couldn't put the pieces together.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Back to Walker. He kicks to Hayward. Over Durant. And
there we go, Hayward. Way to lead us out, baby.
Boy, that's getting it done in the face of excellent defense. How dangerous is Gordon Hayward becoming as a jump shooter?
Stay with him, Kemba. Stay with him, Kemba. He'll ball hawk. He ain't gonna pass it. Stay with him. Stay with him. He ain't gonna pass it.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made.
Ooh, look at Cantor. Get that crap out of here. Good block, Kent. Good block, baby.
Wide open shots.
Now here's Walker.
Come on, Walker. Let's go, baby. Let's blow these boys out. Oh!
The free throw line jump. And Doris, the depth of talent for the Celtics.
Oh, we got mismatches. We got mismatches on the court.
100% right, Kevin. Too many players were unhappy about their roles. Too many guys felt like they could be doing more and could never adjust. As a group, trying to stay upbeat and connected.
Kyrie and Durant gonna try to take over, guys.
Proved something the Celtics were incapable of doing.
They got to play defense too, baby.
To the Warriors' sustained success, their ability to make all that talent work was impressive.
Here's Cantor. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And here's Tatum for three. Allen with the rebound.
Definitely a
good hustle for that rebound, Cantor. Good try, man.
We don't give him too good of a look.
Irving finds Allen.
Oh, that's a mismatch right there. But he can't shoot.
Let's go. Shot is off.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Hayward. Takes it to the D and converts the layup.
Boy, pure strength from Hayward. Loves overcoming any challenge a defender might throw his way.
Irving dishes to Durant.
No. Durant's fast, man.
And his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And you know this, Greg. He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Tatum. 9-point game his last outing. Clock at 6. Walker. Good D by Irving.
Bad possession right there. D up, guys.
And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes.
Nice play, guys. Nice way to set that pick.
Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
All I got to do is play off Kyrie, man. You can't get by me.
Size has been something to watch. Here's LeVert. Kemba Walker making his
Good D,
last
good
shot.
D. Good D, Tatum.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the
Good
free
D,
throw
Tatum.
line.
Well, think
Hey,
back
baby.
to Karis LeVert's career at Michigan. It was marred by 3 foot surgeries in just 22 months.
Look clean to me.
And obviously, the medical red flags caused his draft stock to dip. But credit the Nets, who picked him up with the 20th pick back in 2016.
And the free throw.
Gotta drink this stuff, guys. Drink this water, man.
And
Drink
the
that
ankle injury
water.
for LeVert last season, more of a freak accident.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about it, he comes down on top of another player. It ends up costing him 3 months. But even through these tough injuries, what we know, Karis LeVert has shown when healthy, he can be special.
Harris has checked in for Wilson Chandler.
And what you love is
No.
here, Karis LeVert takes another step. He adds something else to his game. And I believe, guys, this guy has future star written all over him.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And that one's
Mismatch.
Walker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he found the
Kemba's
soft
quick
spot
too,
in
baby.
the D on that possession.
Here's Irving. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Cut him off. Cut him off.
Here's
Cut him
Durant.
off.
Makes it off the glass. KD's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Walker the pass to Hayward. Here's Cantor, guarded by Harris. Tatum on the wing. This one for 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. LeVert in the corner. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 7 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Walker with it. Guarded now by Durant. To the paint. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
Boston shooting their first free throw this game. Guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was
Come on, guys, let's
more
go. Let's
than
get a
ready
stop.
to be an NBA star.
Where do you see a player as polished
Good D.
and as
Throw the alley-oop up
as
in
Tatum?
here.
Step right in to
Go
be
Kemba, go Kemba,
one of the
go
top
Kemba.
players on a top team.
There we
with
go.
Boston.
There we go.
Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Push it, Brown. Push it, baby.
Now Brown.
Pull up, Brown. Pull
He's
up,
been
Brown.
quiet so far. Still no points in the
Let's
game.
go.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, you've got to get out on Jaylen Brown now.
Stop
This young
Durant.
man
Stop
who
ball.
has shown great strides in improving his perimeter game.
No.
Oh, he nailed
What?
it. And it counts.
What?
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Hollywood Sports. If you're watching the video, if you're new, shout out to Team Hollywood.
One of the league's best point guards, Kyrie Irving, had this to say about his competition.
2011, I came into a league where the point guard position was still being revolutionized, and now guys are solidifying that spot every single year. There are our young guys coming in, but now we have established point guards that are franchise-changing point guards. And for me, having that competitive drive every single game, I know I'm going against an elite point guard every single game. So I think that now coming into the league is a lot different than it was before.
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle.
Too slow, Kyrie. Too slow, baby.
Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice.
Stay with him, please.
Now here's Durant. 20 points.
Let him push you on you, Tatum.
Boston.
Roll that post, baby.
He came through. Was at the
Look at Durant. Look at Durant.
He was equally
Are you kidding me?
at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Well, we know he's got takeover ability, and Kevin Durant is cooking right now.
Hayward finds Walker. And here's Hayward. Here's Tice. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
Good job, Tice.
Well,
good shot, baby.
The unselfishness of Gordon Hayward in that instance. You think of him as a scorer, but he's a terrific setup guy as well.
Irving against Walker. It's stolen by Tice. Harris against
Pull up, Hayward. Pull up, baby.
Harris, and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nets with the lead. And with the signing of Durant and Irving, along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg.
It's Durant gonna miss.
Claiming the mantle for the top team in New York.
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Walker the pass to Tice. Over in the corner, Brown. 5 to shoot. Tatum, that's for 2. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Tatum's
We hanging around, baby. We hanging around up in here.
Up in here. You've got to stay locked to the rim. Jason Tatum does just that.
Good on the shot. And the Nets lead by 4.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, here's Tice. Pass to Tatum. There's the dish to Walker. Back to Tatum. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
What?
And finished up by KD.
Boy, KD gets himself right to the rim. Lift off is complete.
Walker the pass to Tice. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brown. Tatum against KD. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Tatum.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Now here is Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. No one around.
What?
And the layup good by Brown.
What was that?
Well, how about Jaylen Brown in transition, a phenomenal finisher in the open floor.
Now here is Harris. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Outside Durant.
Man up, man up, man up. Don't let him push you, Tatum.
Releases.
That's all, that's all, that's all.
Walker with the rebound. And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Brown finds Hayward. Over Irving.
Come on, Hayward.
Back iron and out. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Brooklyn.
Boy, picking
Stay on Durant,
Jared
Tatum.
Allen,
Stay on
number
Durant.
22 back in 2017 has paid off for the Nets. This guy has proven already in his early 20s to be an NBA caliber starting center.
Now here is Harris. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. Three-pointer.
No, Kyrie.
And it's Kyrie Irving with the three. Irving's got 5.
You give Kyrie a good look at the rim. It doesn't matter how far back he is from the line.
And Jared Allen grew up in the Austin area and played near his home at the University of Texas.
Yeah, Kev, just one season with the Longhorns. He really came into the league considered a project. But boy, his development is truly ahead of schedule.
Now here is Harris. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. Outside Irving. Pulls up on the wing. A rebound by the Celtics. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Now here's Hayward, following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
Well, it looks like Mr. Hayward wants to show you just how good a passer he is. That was pretty, Kev.
KD with it. From deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
He almost made that crap,
Kevin
man.
Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stops, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 19 points and 1 rebound. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Their defense has been practically non-existent. Sure, they faced a team that got hot. You can even say a bit lucky at times, but no one is stepping up on D and taking anything away. Have some pride. Don't let a guy shoot like that in your face.
Kenny, how'd you think the Celtics were playing?
I was surprised at how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd,
64%. They shooting 68.
I want to see if they can keep that up in the second.
Wow, they out rebounding us. We got more assists though. We're sharing the basketball.
And
we got them by 1 assist.
We get ready for the second half.
Man, these are high percentage of shooting the ball. Woo.
Shout out to my man.
Somebody got to play some defense up in here. That was our halftime show.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Pretty good.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Moving
and one, baby,
Levert
and one.
At the 1 and 2. Wilson Chandler out there with Durant, and it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson.
Good assist right
notice
there.
that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get.
Well,
and the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us.
All right, it's time to take them out now, guys.
This past year,
we play better in the second half.
Percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans.
It's time to take them out now, baby.
And that's
time to take them out.
The defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
That is
I think they gave us their best run. We hung with them.
Walker's been
We took their best.
Tonight.
Levert with a wide open look.
It's time for us to get my best now.
3 of his own, but it's no good. Smart dishes to Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 15 points for Jason Tatum.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving passes to KD. And they get it.
Whoa! Durant throws it down.
Kevin
must be pissed off right now.
KD at the rim.
Walker against Irving. Here's Hayward, and it's busted.
Good job, Hayward.
Brilliant second half.
We need you, baby.
4 for 4 from the field. Can't ask for any better.
Some tough offensive
sets.
They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Too slow, Kyrie. Too slow, boy.
13 points in the game.
Man.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out
Take the
here
ball from big man.
with authority.
The pass to Irving.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
Walker the pass to Cannon. Back to Walker. Over Irving. Pulled the shot a little left, but the
schooling Walker. Schooling, baby.
15 points for Kemba Walker. Nets trail by 6.
And Kevin, last season there were a couple of glaring deficiencies for the Celtics. I thought they had a problem with shot selection. Too often I thought they settled for pull-up jumpers. They did not exploit their length to get into the paint, nor did they exploit their ability to get to the free throw line. And ultimately that really cost them.
Now here's LeVert. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Irving can't hit. Outside, Walker. Passes it to Hayward. Outside, Smart. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shot's good by Walker.
See that offense, baby.
And with the Celtics last season, Doris, on the league's lowest rate of free throws and bottom 7 in offensive rebound.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They had a couple of players coming off of surgeries.
That's Kyrie's step back, but he missed it.
That can make you hesitant to mix it up on the interior. But boy, if you want to win, you've got to get to the free throw line and you've got to get to the offensive glass. Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Outside Irving, pass to LeVert. Got a piece of it. Here's Smart. Lays it up off the glass. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Irving kicks to LeVert. 1:43 left here in the third quarter. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch.
Good job, Cantor. Good boy, baby.
Here's Walker. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total.
We're too much, man. We're too much for him.
Shooting. Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and a nice finish by him.
Gotta push it.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots. Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Now here's Irving. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Pass to Chandler. Here's Allen. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You like Allen to keep his concentration. Refuses to let the defense outmuscle or outwork him.
Here's Walker, and another basket for Boston.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Outside Irving, to the middle. Chandler, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can
and one, baby, and one. We're blowing them out right now. Let's go.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy
Kevin Durant and Kyrie can't do it by themselves, man. They can't do it.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets.
Well, Cantor's been balling this game, man. He's been
David
balling.
Comes in for Kevin Durant.
Especially on the glass.
Subbed in for Karis LeVert. That's good from Cantor.
One of the things I love about the Brooklyn Nets is the culture that's being created with this franchise. They are punching above their weight. There's no quit in this
got
team.
two guys
There
on
is
fire
so much
right
to
now.
like.
Now here is
with him, Brown.
Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
D him
for
up,
him.
Brown. D him up, Brown. Look at Brown D'ing him up.
From deep.
Crash. Let's go.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's Boston, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the floor for Boston, Walker and Smart, the guards. Brown out there with Williams. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed. Look out.
The pass to Cantor. Kicks to Williams. From 20 feet out, he gets that one. And the Celtics lead by 15. And the Nets with possession here. Pass to Caruch. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Walker the pass to Brown. Outside, Smart. Irving against Brown. Here's Williams.
Oh, Williams, come on, baby. Got to make those.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Inside. It'll go.
I don't know what I'm doing.
He's cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Caruch.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Walker against Irving. Walker dishes to Brown. 18 feet out. Walker's shot is off. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Irving. And with that one, the lead is...
They're trying to make a run, man.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Walker the pass to Cantor. Back to Walker. Now Cantor, covered by Irving. On the wing, Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take it to the hole, Brown.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness, bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
And until their playoff run,
I want to make
the Brooklyn Nets weren't at
come in and get some minutes. That's what I'm talking about.
Destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers. These are two of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Pass to Smart. They could use a bucket, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Celtics lead by 11.
I'll tell you, that's really an improving jumper right there from Marcus Smart. The form is really starting to take shape.
Irving, that's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Williams scanning the floor. Brown outside. Smart on the wing. Cantor trying to free himself up. Smart misses. Nets trail by 9. Caruth passes to Irving. It's LeVert on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Feeds it to Williams. Another shot. Caruth grabs the board.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Irving. Some solid defense from Brown.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that
too
a
much,
great
baby. Too much.
test.
Too
We know
much.
This is something he brings to the table. The
Too
ability
easy.
to
That's
enter
just
your defense.
too easy.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 11. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Kemba Walker.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought.
He came in here, man, and took care of business.
Attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots. And
We're down here in New York taking care of business.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. .149 left in the fourth quarter. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
Here's Walker, on target from 13 feet. Walker's got 23 points. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever.
Do it by yourself,
time I got to
Kyrie.
call.
I mean,
So
Durant.
cool.
Do it by yourself.
Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you
Let's go
study
back.
this?
Let's go back.
How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast.
We're still
was
playing hard,
underneath
baby.
The bleachers.
We're still playing
Looking
hard.
through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
On its way from Irving for 2. Bullseye.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Irving against Walker. Back to Cantor. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, there's a confident nature to Enes Kanter on the offensive end. He trusts his ability to shoot the basketball.
And Durant puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Nets. They're trailing by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
2, 1.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W.
Took care of business, baby, down here in Brooklyn.
Win on the road for them. This building was
took care of business
by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance.
We burned them out, man. We burned them out. We made them play too hard.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Hollywood Sports. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And I will see you, and you over there on my next video. Thanks for watching.